only had 8 gigs. Hello everyone, this is Cassius. I've been working on something, which it's not very good. Oof, yeah, not that's I forgot to. Usually it's I forgot to have the improved prop, not improved, the prop resizer and the weight tool I forgot to have for this one, but this one's not as important. This is this one right here. This one right here is the one that I wanted to show you, because I've been messing around with Wiremod, just trying to make something, I guess. So this is more of a proof of concept, or like a prototype.
Hi.
So this little automated drone here. Sorry that my player model. I just hopped into a server really quick. I didn't enable my player model or anything else. I just have Wiremod enabled and nothing else. So I just what am I thinking? I'm trying to get my train of thought together. So this right here is the culmination of a couple hours of work, maybe, just trying to figure out what I want. Because as everyone who watched that video knows, the TED was very slow, but it had its it had its upsides and its downsides, right? So like upsides, obviously it can phase through walls, which is it's good. That's a good thing that it can do, I guess. It records its own positional data. It has a constant feed that you can look at while you're driving it, which is also good, like using an RT camera. But some downsides, obviously, it's very, very, very slow, and that's really the only thing I can think of, other than also potentially if I were to come into contact with anything. Let's say let's say there was something like paranormal on the other side of the door. If I eventually managed to get through the door, then what, right? Like we saw in the previous video that obviously I tried to get up out of the pod, which it wasn't a very good idea. But it goes to show that what would I really have done if I went, even if I went further in? What was there to do at that point? It's just, if I get out and I go and look, like there's nothing to do with the TED. It's just for watching and observing and everything like that. So what I thought is, if I wanted to have another device like this that could traverse through, I wanted to have some kind of like method of communication, maybe. So I set up this quick little thing that says hi whenever it detects an entity directly in front of it. That's the big problem with this, is because obviously I'm not someone who does Wiremod. I just I looked up some tutorials and I bashed this out in a couple hours. So I was actually thinking that maybe someone could help this design. They could somehow get into contact and like make something like this. But what I wanted was a first of all, something like the entity finder, but combining these two. In the video I did that as well. I combined the two into one thing. So I had the setup with the radar and the TED and the entity finder all as one thing. So I was thinking like something like this, as well as maybe, yeah. I had a thought, but I lost it. So this is I couldn't. This thing is potentially useful, but yeah, it's. Someone in the comments suggested that like I read the positional data of this first skull when it's going through. Or something like that. But yeah. This the map is still the same as it was before. Everything messed up and oof. Yeah. You know, in my experience, so it's something that people might have noticed from these videos so far when I explore the hallway. When sometimes I use like a remote, like a drone, to go through, and sometimes I use I try to go through myself. The problem with going through myself is I noticed that going through with a player and going through with a drone like this, like made out of props and stuff, they have different results. So going through as a player, obviously it has the results of the only thing that I've managed to do so far is in one of the earlier videos when I go through and I come out the same side. That's the only thing that's happened so far when I try to go through like with players. As well as the weird thing that happened with Brutus when he went through in the drone video when his game crashed. So those are the only two kind of events I want to say, like there are different events that happen based on certain criteria, like going through with the drone didn't really have any results, but going through with the TED had it's inconsistent anyways. So I'm not sure if there's different results based on if it's a drone or not, or if that's just the hallway being inconsistent like it always is. Because sometimes certain things happen, and then sometimes other things happen, and it doesn't really have any rhyme or reason. But anyways, back to the point. I just wanted some help on this project. A little project, have like something like this, that like something like the entity detector that locked on and then maybe tried to communicate. Like if it detected something that was not spawned by me, it plays different kinds of voice lines. Like not as rudimentary as just hi, but maybe some other stuff as well. Any ideas are welcome, any prototypes. I think Wiremod might be the solution to this, because I don't know. I just got a gut feeling. It's worked so far.
Excuse me.
So I'm just assuming that it should work again. That's all for now. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for your submissions. If people do end up submitting contraptions to be used, they don't have to be Wiremod specifically as well. So if anyone has any contraption ideas outside of Wiremod, feel free to send me Steam links, workshop links, stuff of that nature. So thank you very much. Goodbye.